Okay, this is hopefully going to be a pretty friggin' short thing. This is week 7, lab 7, and this one is all about trash. I am not actually doing any of the presentations or any of that because I want to do that in person. It's a lot of stuff I want to cover, some really good stuff, and hopefully we might be able to watch Tar Creek this week. We only have 1 week after this one. Can you believe that? So, this, I figured I would just talk about our lab. The lab we're doing this week is all about garbage. It's trash. Works best if you do it for an entire week, but I'm going to tell you just to do it for 3 days. So for 3 days, you have to look at all of your trash. What you have to do is write down everything you're getting rid of. So before you throw something away or right as you're throwing it away, just have a notebook there and jot it down. I want to know how much paper you recycled, how much plastic you recycled, how much aluminum like cans and stuff you recycled, how much glass. Uh, Anything that's recyclable that you recycled, I want to know that. That's what this first part is. Then I want to know everything you did not recycle. So did you just like take some mail and throw it in the garbage can instead of putting it in a paper recycle bin? Um, did you open a can of soup or something and you use it and then you just threw the can away instead of rinsing it out and putting in a recycle bin? That kind of thing. Um, and I want you to compare the two. I want you to compare how much you recycle versus how much you don't recycle. And I want to know how much stuff you go through that you cannot recycle. So look down here. I want to know how much food you threw away and how much of the non-recyclable materials you got rid of. I want to know details. No, I do not want to know what every item is, but I want to know what was recycled, what wasn't, what could have been recycled, but you decided not to, that kind of thing. And again, this food, the how much food, this is a big one right here. And this one is the harder one. Some people actually weigh it, other people just write it down. So like say that you got a large pizza from Pizza Hut and then you ate on it one day, you ate on it another day, you got something else somewhere else, so you didn't think about it, and then 4 days later, whatever, you realize, oh crap, I never finished this pizza, but now it's all like crusty and gross looking, and so you throw away a quarter of a pizza. You would write on how much food you would put in there, quarter of a large pizza. So that will give me an idea. Weight is very interesting if you have a kitchen scale because you will find you throw away a lot more food than you realize. I want to know. So you write all this stuff down. Then you're going to compare the two. So how did you do? Are you helping or hurting the planet? Like, are you helping the planet because you're trying to keep down your consumption? Are you helping it because you're trying to recycle? Or are you hurting it because you are a very wasteful person? Are you hurting it because you say, but I just don't know what I can do about recycling, or I know I should, but I don't, that kind of thing. Why does it matter what we just throw away? And what greenhouse gases come from our landfills? These last two questions, you have to answer these. You need to actually research it. And for your lecture assignment question, because I told you this was going to be quick, for your lecture assignment question, I want you to explain to me and show me websites of where you found out, one, why it matters what we just throw away, and what greenhouse gases are coming from our landfills. I want you to have researched both of those for the lecture assignment, and I want you to answer them in the lecture assignment in depth, and I want you to supply me with multiple websites of where you got your information. When I say multiple websites, I mean you have to have gone to at minimum 2 websites per question per thing. Yeah. So those last 2 questions are the lecture assignment. Research them. Minimum of 2 different websites for each of those questions. And I'm sorry, I just like totally blanked because I realized, oh crap, I never did the sample paper for you guys. And I need to check about the the papers and I never gave the individualized feedback. So, oops, I have a lot of stuff I need to do and get back to you, and so I'm so sorry. But I'm going to check everything. So, anyway, there you go. See you in class.